What's up, guys? This is some more footage from the last Sawmill game I went to. Yeah, I know, I'm like 2 months late, but it happens. Links to this place will be in the description below. If you're in the area, check it out. If you've been watching my other videos, this picks up more or less where the other one left off. Other than all you missed was me running around the flag because I didn't know where to put it. Anyway, so we're getting pushed up here on the north end, and I take the time to just kind of survey the situation, and I saw this group of people, or these group of people, however you do it. And I just kind of observe what's going on, because they're doing it like super hardcore, try-hard mode right now. I don't know who they are, what they're doing, like if they're affiliated with something, but it's like, well, alright then. You do you. And so I'm going to fast forward through all the bits of standing around and talking. Pretty much what I'm doing here is meeting up with a group of my peoples. Shout out to 127 Airsoft, because they're awesome. And we pretty much decide to go hit the enemy in the middle, because no one has done that this day. But while we're doing that, I want to give you the time, or use this time, to talk about observing the situation. Right, so here in this game, we have been consistently pushing them hard, quote unquote, north, or up the hill where we drive in, and south, quote unquote, down by the creek, where no one had ever pushed yet for either team is through the middle. And because I took the time to stand back, like just survey the whole entire situation, objectively, and not rush back into shooting people, I was able to figure out, hey, why don't we just go over here and pew some and see what happens. And it ends up being pretty successful. We get a good push, and eventually we overtake their FOB, which, is awesome. I mean, Tan kind of have been dominating, from what I understand, the last few weeks, or not weeks, but last few months, and you can see that here. So anyway, I'll let this finish playing out, and you'll see our push. Okay, so we start our push, and I don't want my guys to start running right away, because if you leisurely walk until the last minute, you're more likely to get away with what you want them to do. If we were to just take off running from back by the merchant stand where we started, it would have drawn so much attention that we would not have had as easy as a time getting position and stuff. Oops, that was kind of me. Not sure who that was, so to be safe, I friendly fired by accident. To be safe, I shot at him. He didn't shoot back, so thanks, dude, for like I was shot back, but I appreciate it for not shooting me back. Anyway, because we walked, we were able to get a lot closer with less confrontation than we would have probably had we been running. So that's something to think about if you know roughly where an enemy is, and you have a lot of distance to cover in airsoft. Keep in mind this is for airsoft. If you can get away with it, just casually walk to where you're going. I can't tell you how many times I've just casually walked from one cover to another and not got shot at, as opposed to how many times I've sprinted from one cover to another. Now, obviously, sometimes you have to sprint. I get that. But in a situation like that, we were just out in the open, just, you know, kind of hanging there.
Suppress the guy by the boat.
Try to conserve energy and not be dynamic with your movement. So anyway, here I got my guys to cover me while I advanced, and I take position behind this plywood. Now there's something here that I want to point out. I'm a left-handed shooter, so if you look, this position that I have here is perfect for me because it hides the majority of my body. It's similar to like an arrow slit on a castle. It's super easy to shoot out of, but landing a hit in, you know, in the hole, which would be like me, my gun, my hand, my face. In this situation, well, not now because I'm standing, but in that situation, would be rather difficult. I think I get a little frustrated because I feel like someone's not calling their hit, even though I know I'm hitting them. But, you know, it happens. It's airsoft. So I just keep shooting people. So I take back. I don't take back, but I resume kneeling. And the way these propane tanks are set up is just perfect for a left-handed shooter. Now, if I was a right-handed shooter, it'd be a lot harder. I wouldn't be able to take advantage of this position. But since I'm left-handed, I can hide all of my body behind this big propane tank, and the bits that I can't are hidden behind the little propane tanks. So just be aware of what advantages you can get from the, I don't want to say map, but the situation that you're in. So this pretty much concludes part 4 of my November Sawmill game footage. Once I get back to Kentucky, I'm going to try to get the rest of this and Wolverines up pretty quick, because I know you guys have been waiting, because there's so many of you who watch my content. Anyway, links to the various places will be down in the description below. Y'all have a good night.